Good morning, everyone. Another beautiful morning today here in Alaska. Um, Trying to set my setting here. Okay, so this is so far the view in our road. So we're living in the uphill. So how much snow left right there? That white area, and there's a little bit in the uphill. So far the road are pretty clear, and there's some snow in the downhill area. So the sky is so blue today. So it's a beautiful morning walk. So I'm going home from the bus stop again. So do you hear that bird chirping? It's music to my ear. So this is power line right here. So that's the downhill area. So that's the road where I came from. So these are the way of right for the power lines all the way up here. So they have a trail all the way up there and across. And we have a few neighbors there in the top and one right here. So even though the ground are pretty much clear, the air are so cold. Right now it's like 30 degrees and the wind is like freezing. See, I still have my winter jacket on because it takes me 15 minutes walk home, so I don't wanna rest, take a rest of just wearing thin layers. So there's one tree right there. I don't know if you can see it, right there. That one snapped from that tip, so they never fall in the ground, but one of the branches was holding it. And there's another one right here that's it's pretty big snap. It's like almost half of them got snapped. That one. So I'll get a little closer here. So we always look for the trees here. It's pretty dangerous because when it's windy, they just snap right off. So that one was pretty much dead. So they look like they snap from the very top. And they get stuck in the other trees right here. So good thing it's not on the road. But one time there's one during the winter. They really fell in the middle of the road. So sometimes that's the struggle here in Alaska. It's some kind of winter disadvantages because it takes forever for somebody to come in and help out. And you know, we have daily morning routine, go to school and work. And here so far, before, right from where I stand right here is where the snow, like a mountain right here. But now you can see the ditch and there's water in there. So all the water in the side of the road are gonna deposit in this area before it dry out. And there's another neighbor right there we have. I think this guy is a police officer here in Alaska because I see his police car there sometimes. And that is like they call it greenhouse. And That's one of our neighbor here. That white bucket in the back of his car is where you get water in town, because we don't have well water right here. So you can always buy water and put in a tank. And in our house, that's our house. As here, I'm almost home. So in our house, we have a tank that buried underneath the ground. So they're kind of insulated. They won't get froze. So that's the other way to keep water in your house here. And look what I found here. Some kids' gloves. I think that's from our neighbors that walk here. So maybe I'll keep this for him. So kids sometimes when it's not winter, they just not pay attention with their winter gear. And this is our driveway right here. Look at that. There's a bunch of hole from the snow that melting already. So look at that. The sunrise there. And now I can feel the warm, knowing that the wind is not blowing in my face. Hi, Jevin, Pete, and Layla Butcher. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching. And whoever there that's not texting here, good morning to you all from Fairbanks, Alaska. So it's so pretty right now. I can hear bird chirping. So peaceful and quiet. So this is our newspaper mailbox, but not everybody subscribe for it, because right now we already have our phone or whatever we need. So another neighbors down there across. So this is our driveway up. So if you can see, the road is pretty much really dusty now, but our driveway going up are still kind of have a little puddle right here, because all the snow right here from the winter, they kind of dripping down here. Oh, hi Evan Boris. My son name is Evan too. He is almost 7 years old on May, so he's excited in his birthday. So my son is Evan Peter. Yeah. And okay, I'm gonna start walking up. So look at this side right here. So these purple bushes or whatever grass right here, these are actually green in the summer. Then towards fall time, they turn purple. And they have some kind of berries, fruit in there. But I mean, I tasted it. But for some reason, like the berries, it's almost like all seeds. So it's pretty much like the skin on it, then seeds. So you don't really have not something to eat. So it's more like a brush decoration here, or a grass decoration here in the. So look how tall our trees in here. It's like a post, like a electrical post. So it's like a big wall. So in summertime, these are so pretty. So that's the pine tree there, or the spruce tree that never loses their leaves, because actually they're not leaves, they're needles. They're a tiny one here. So this is the smallest one of that. So that big one right there, this is a tiny one. And some people uses them as a Christmas tree, but you need to kind of, like take care of them, put water underneath. It's like a pain trying to balance them in the bucket or whatever. And we have a lot of tiny one right here along our driveway. So during fall time, we have a bunch of mushroom here. So I'm not really familiar of all the mushroom, but I have few that you can eat. But other than that I'm not familiar with. I'm just living alone. So this is a short driveway we have. So if you can see here, you can see the overlooking view. So our house is, it's kind of like a staircase level here in this hill, because that road right there and there's another level down, and this is our house, which is the third level. And behind our house, if you can see that, there's another like kind of maybe 20 step up, and look at that, there's a neighbors out there. So it's kind of like a staircase level here. So our parking area here is pretty much clear. We only have a little snow right here. Before, it feels like there's a wall of snow right here. So you know where this block of wood, these are covered with snow. So you can even see this rebar. During the winter, that rebar is covered with snow. You don't see that rebar, and that rebar is like 4 foot high. So that's how high the snow that we've been shoveling from this area all the way here. And we make like a mountain here. And my kids do sledding right here. They do like sliding. We can use our driveway to slide, but it's kind of dangerous because it's a road down there. So we have to keep somebody watching down the road if they go sliding. So we just don't take the rest of doing that. And oh my gosh, I can really see. So these trees are birch tree. So most of these trees here has no leaves are birch tree. And look at that. I can already see the bud. So see this little bud, that green one? It's pretty fast. So I think in the next few days, these are already blooming into new leaves. And I can't wait. But the problem about this is this kind of tree produces a lot of pollen. So if you are allergic to pollen, so you won't be happy for a while. Oh yeah, thank you, Evan, for greeting my other Evan. Where I live in Alaska, we get really tall trees. Yeah. So you live in Alaska as well? That's cool. So which side of Alaska? So we are in Fairbanks. So we have a ski here. My husband uses that in winter, but I don't know why he decorated it there in our driveway. And that's our garage. And I just got home from taking my kids down to the bus stop because the bus doesn't get here in the top of the hill. So we have to go down in the very bottom in the bus stop area to catch the bus every morning for their school. And look at this. So every time I got home, I rub my boots right here to keep them clean before I get in. So trying to keep the house clean. See, I can still see the dirt in there, but just brush off most of the dirt. And we have a trail of rag right here. So when we get in, we kind of keep rubbing our feet. And these are really popular here in Alaska. So we rub our boots right here, either snow or dust, to get all the dirt, the wood chips before we get in. So I get this. Please rub shoes before going in, because sometimes my kids get so excited, just come running through the door and their boots are full of snow and dust. So I kept them in there for now. And we still have our Christmas wreath right here, because in spring it takes a while for the snow to melt. So we just kind of keep it in there until we're ready to clean up our yard. And so far, our backyard here, it's almost cleared. And I'm excited to plant my garden soon. So we usually just use pots. I have a bunch of big pots in the back because here in Alaska, for some reason, unless if it's native plants right here or flowers, they grow in the ground. But if you're planting something like vegetable, herbs, or flower that's not native here in Alaska, they won't grow really good for some reason. Or maybe the ground is too cold or something for them or whatever. But we just buy some dirt and put them in the pots. And that's it for today. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna go in because I have my 2 doodles that's waiting. I don't know if you guys wanna see my doodles, but I can show you guys before I sign off. I'm gonna take them to the back because they're so excited. So I'm gonna keep them in the back for a little bit until they settled. There's the doodles. You see them in my album. They have a lot of video of them running around in the winter. And they're really sweet when they're calm. See. So they're mini doodles, mix. Eh, here, go outside, go outside. So they're siblings. They're a boy and a girl. So the bigger one, or a little bit bigger, are kimchi. The brown one is noodles. So kimchi is a little hyper, and noodle is a lot calmer. Yeah, and that's kimchi, always goes first. And that's noodle, come along. Okay, here's a little treat. Okay. So I usually command them for eating, but if they're excited, I just like feed them right away. So far, this is the backyard. Up, don't jump on me. Oh, no, no, go potty, go potty. So this is the back of our house right here. And so far, our roof are all cleared from the snow. And there's a lot of my bigger pots right there for my gardening. And these are our shovel for our snow. We have all kinds of shovel. We have metal shovel, aluminum shovel, and a plastic big shovel right there. So if you believe it or not, these porch right here where I'm standing during the winter will be covered with snow. So this level right here, this first level up, is gonna be where the snow is. So you don't see this porch and this grass. Yeah, that level of snow right there is gonna be right here. But we keep this area clean right here for the dogs, so that they doesn't get like puddle here or mud. So we shoveled most of that snow out of this fence so the grass here can grow really fast. And I think I can see some green already. Yeah, so our dog doesn't keep digging in the mud right here. So this fence is still pretty because we have Christmas tree, Christmas lights all the way around it. So during the winter when it's so dark, so these fence are pretty cool. They're all lighted different color. And yes, all the trees right here are still no leaves. But we have few pine tree right there that green. Yeah, all the way to the uphill. And we have one neighbors behind there. They have really nice house. See, it's a log house with a porch. And I think that's their shop or garage there, that down one. I never met them, but I see they're kind of elderly people. And we have our trampoline right here that accidentally snapped one of the, or they bent, look at that. So one of the pole or paws from the net around it snapped because the snow was laying on the net and it's pretty heavy, and for some reason they can't hold on anymore. So I don't know if we can still fix them. That rebar on the pipe right there that's bended. So I felt bad for this trampoline during the winter because they're they have to carry all the snow, like almost half of the net right there was weighing them. And I can see, you know, all the posts in the bottom, they're kind of tilted now. I mean, they're still holding, but I guess they're not in perfect shape anymore. And there's some toys for our Doodles. Are you calm now, Noodles? So that's Noodles. And the other one is Kimchi. Look at that. This is Noodle. It's so cute. Kimchi, what are you doing there, girl? Kimchi is a monster. Like, he just eat whatever he can find in the ground. So they're probably wondering now where's the snow, because when they came in here, it all cleared. But when they're puppy, it's so funny because that first snow they came here. Actually they came here March, I think, when they're little puppy. So we don't have snow yet. Then when it's winter by October, it's like morning time. The snow came at nighttime. Then my husband opened that door to let them out here in the morning, and the snow in this porch was like 2 inches from the snow last night. Then Noodle came like out and he just go back in really fast because he was like surprised, like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Like, the ground was cold and white, so that's his first expression of the snow. And also Kimchi just kind of sniffing around, but after a while they love the snow. Like, they're like rolling on it, like eating on it, and like bouncing around on it. So they just kind of shock them how it feels like and how it looked like outside. But now I'm sure they're gonna miss, like, oh, where's the snow? Because it's been 6 months almost that they're being used to the snow here. And now it's back to grass. But I'm sure they will love the grass instead of the snow, right, Noodles? I can hear the bird chirping. And I can see all the buds of the trees that's ready to bloom soon. Yeah, that little trees right there fell during the winter too. So those are not the same kind of these big tall trees right there. Those are willow tree. So willow tree is very wimpy, or the branches are not strong enough. So when the snows kind of get on them, they won't stay very long. They'll just like fell over. And that's it. Thanks guys for staying with me, and we're gonna have more adventures soon. So usually weekend we go somewhere. Like the other weekend we went to the river, and it's so fun to look at the snow that kind of going along with the current. So there's like a bunch of, like, you know, clump of snow that is just like passing through the river, and you can see ducks, you can see birds. It's pretty cool. So we're kind of far from ocean is where we live here, but we have some river that we can actually swim. So okay, that's it from our home sweet home here in Alaska with my 2 doodles. And I have my 2 kiddos at school and my husband at work. What? What do you need, boy? Oh, sweet. Are you my sweet boy? And there's jealous Kimchi. Always want attention too. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. It's me, Kimchi. Kimchi doodles. You know, guys, Kimchi, this is a girl. She is so nervous. Like, if we go somewhere, like, Noodle just act like nothing. And if we go, like, even in the pet store, like Petco, Noodle's just, like, showing off, like, feels like home. But Kimchi is, like, shaking. Like, every time he sees something new, he's just shaking and he just want to get held. And right now, he's gonna get used to it, but sometimes he's still kind of like pulling on us. Like, I was like, holy cow, Kimchi, you're a big monster, but you're so scared and everything. And when we do like trim their fur, we have this clipper. It's like the electric clipper. A Noodle is fine. He just like stand there until it's all done. And holy cow, this girl is so funny. Like, he just threw up. Like, we're in the middle of trimming her. And the clipper is not even loud. It's like, those clipper that will, they suck the hair. Like, you don't need to clean them up. They have like a little tank of clipper, or like a hair tank. So, like, I think we don't finish trimming them hair because like, we just do his head side, then through the chest. And he threw up twice already. Then my husband's like, holy cow, like, what are you gonna do with your Kimchi? Like, and I don't want to trim them with scissor because it's gonna be look weird. So I kept trimming them all the way to like most of his back, and he's still throwing up. Like, there's like 3 pile of throw up of Kimchi. Like, we don't even done, and my husband's like, oh, maybe just give him a break, give her a break. So I don't know, like, he's not really familiar with the clipper or something. But Noodle, he's just fine. Like, he just stayed there, and he even feels sleepy. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, Noodle, like, you feel like you're sleepy while we're clipping his fur. But Kimchi, holy cow, is like a big deal for her. Like, get me out of here. Like, I don't want this trimming thing. So they're getting bushy now. So I was thinking of trimming them this weekend. Again, yeah, girl. Then maybe we just leave his face maybe bushy because she doesn't want to hear that closer to his ear. And maybe do the back side more. Right, girl? Hi, Durali. I'm not a rich kid. Actually, I'm a mom with 2 kids. Hi. Yeah, everybody like you, Kimchi. Yeah, everybody like you. Yeah, Kimchi is a sweet girl, but she's a little nervous. She's a little nervous. And Noodle is a social boy. Yeah, you're so social. Yeah, Kimchi is so jealous. Every time I get a Noodle, like, he just want my attention on her. Up. Oh my goodness, no, no. Hey, no. Okay, I'm gonna go in. You guys can stay here for a little bit. Play around. You wanna go in already? You wanna go in already? How about you, Noodles? Why you guys play here for a little bit? Because you're gonna get bored inside. Okay, just stay there for a little bit, girl. Okay, just stay there for a little bit because it's pretty warm. It's not cold right there, so you guys can play around. Okay? See you in 5 minutes. So you guys can use the bathroom or whatever. Okay. So I know I already say bye to you guys, but so here is one of my painting that I did here in Alaska. So actually my husband today, so I have this painting that's been drying right here. So I need to seal them with some varnish soon, as soon as it's ready to get varnished. I have my pet here. Actually 3 of them, but 2 of them died when the power was out because we don't have generator. And actually I'm gonna pull out one painting that I keep here because somebody is gonna buy this today. So these are the colorful dandelion that I made, and my husband is gonna pick them up today because the guy that's gonna pick this is gonna meet him at the parking lot later. So I did a lot of paintings so far. All my decoration here in the house are my painting. So I don't know if you can see that. That's my colorful elephant. And I did that one too. That's my family. That's my family. So there's 4 of us. And one of my favorite one, that's I've been selling this too, but I keep them in that corner. So that's one of my favorite that I did. So that's 3 pieces of 10 by 20 canvas that I kinda painted together with a one picture on it. So I'm selling that for 110 here locally, but I could have get more of that one, but I just don't wanna keeping it for a long time, so hopefully it'll sell. So that's it for now. I know you guys are getting into my live here. That's my embroidery for our family names. So my title of my the title of my live here are walking in the spring, but here I got tangled in my thing here. For some reason I got tangled in my jacket. I have this little lanyard, whatever. So see how my jacket is so thick because the wind outside is pretty cold. So I'm gonna hang this. Okay, hey guys, thanks for watching. I know I already said thank you earlier, but I'm so glad that you're here, and maybe soon I'm gonna do some more art, painting, and dogs or family adventure here in Alaska. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Sharon, signing off. Bye.